transform your thinking from the ordinary to the extraordinary. That's what this channel is all about. We focus on brand strategy and design, new marketing strategies, social media marketing, influencer marketing, paid advertising. And now we talk customer experience with digital technologies, digital trends, and data analytics.
Hello, and welcome to the Digital Perspective.
So, you want to...
The program is all about exploring your digital trends, strategies, and really practical ideas to help you build your business and monetize it. By the way, guys, if you are just watching this from different social media, including Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, feel free to give us a thumbs up, comments, and share this post. If you're just watching this, if you are new, just type along where you are tuning in from. We'd love to know more about you. And if you have been watching these show episodes from last few weeks, welcome to the show. Next 15-20 minutes, we're going to cover up a very interesting topic exactly on technology and about the AI, how it is transforming, how every industry is transforming. And here we're talking about healthcare and particularly dentistry. Feel free to tune in. Now, I have got very amazing guest today, and I'm really excited to have her. So let me welcome her today, Dr. Padma Gadiyar. Welcome to the show, Padma.
Hi, Praveen. How are you?
Thank you. It's great to have you today.
It's always great to have a chat with you and be on your show.
You bet. All right. Today's topic, very interesting, actually, AI and the future of dentistry, eh? So my viewers are really looking forward to knowing a lot more about, about how technology is going, especially implementing in dentistry. But before we touch on today's topic, I'm just, those viewers who are watching this right now, and some of them, they may not know, especially in other segments of the industry, just curious to know, you are a multi-dental practice owners, right? And obviously you have got multiple other businesses as well in healthcare, and mother of two young kids and a dentist. Now you are working on this mega project, sort of AI-based project as a Smilo. Talk to me about how you're managing everything, Padma.
I'd love to say, I'm a superwoman. I've got everything under control. I'm so disciplined and things like that. But to be honest with you, that's not true. Okay. There are good days and there are bad days. There are times where everything is going on smoothly, and there are times when it is not. I'm a human after all. But I think it's more about, more purpose-driven now, career progression, purpose-driven, and wanting to solve a real problem for both dentists and patients. So I've been in the industry for over 10-15 years now. I started, I was an overseas dentist, and I came to Australia. My first job was as a stereo assistant. And over the last 10 years, from a stereo assistant to dental assisting to learning about practice management, finishing my exams as a dentist, owning multiple practices, writing a book on dentistry, speaking widely on the business of dentistry, and now a tech startup. It's been quite a journey, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. And for me, my work is not only just work, it's passion, it's a hobby, and I love it. So my family understands that, and that's why having that balance and able to do multiple things just becomes, a little bit easier.
You bet. Wow. What a humble beginning. I'm sure you must be very proud what you have accomplished in last few years, eh?
Of course, Australia has been the land of opportunities for me, and I have to thank, this beautiful country for whatever I am today and whatever I intend to be in the future.
Beautiful. Certainly it's inspired. Already fist bump coming up here. Really inspired us. And we are here to obviously transform and change every day and make the country proud. That's for sure. Now, by the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm with Dr. Padma Gadiyar on the show, and we're talking about future of dentistry through AI. So if you are in dentistry or any other healthcare business, including medical or dentistry or allied health, I'm sure this conversation you find very, very interesting, and I'm sure this would be a very much value. So feel free to like, comments, or share this post to a wider community. So let's talk a little bit in depth, Padma, if that's okay. And I see, I have known you for how long? It's almost now going to be 2 years. Known you for a while, and obviously, besides, you're doing the business and you are so much involved on social aspects, always. So, and now you are on this mega project, this exciting venture of AI and a Smilo. So in a layman term, those viewers who are watching this, can you explain why AI as a solution, and really in a practical ways, what issues are you trying to solve here, Padma?
Look, I did not know much about AI until a few years back. It's quite fascinating space, and the AI space is evolving every second, every minute. I've been a practice owner for over 9 years now, and now I have about 6 to 8 associates working for me. And as a practice owner, what I found was most of my my conversion rates were pretty good, but overall, I could see that the patient retention rates, the patient conversion rates were much lesser on my associate side. It took about $70 to $250 to gain one new patient, and usually, one appointment with the patient didn't do it for me. A lot of patients wanted to know their options, but that discussion never happened. If a patient is only seeing you even for a recall or a maintenance, in 30 minutes, you'll probably do a good checkup, a clean, and, build rapport with the patient. But I wanted something more to interact with the patient, engage with the patient, give the entire, not the entire thing, but give some responsibility to the patient as well. So that interaction is easy, that communication is easy, that care coordination is easier for the dentist. Not, it's not the dentist's responsibility to look into things, to see what's going on, report it to the patient, then convert them and convince them to get that treatment done. So a question popped into my mind, like, what if the patient walks in having some idea about it, being quite aware, or, what's going on, and starts asking questions? The care delivery would be much more smoother. The workflow will be much more enjoyable for the dentist. We dentists love the work we do. We love taking people out of pain. We love giving them beautiful smiles. But what actually puts us back is this constant judgment about price, a conversation about treatment plans and stuff like that can be quite, painful for us, because we want to give the best ideal treatment for the patient. So entire Smilo thing started for me with how can I get the patient-dentist relationship a lot better. We had a lot of technology in the clinics as well, which was really useful for the dentist, or it was really useful for the patient. But I wanted to build that connectivity of care, and that's where Smilo.ai came into existence. But it's been an amazing journey of learning, regulatory and stuff. So I've enjoyed the journey, and we have Smilo.ai right now. It's Australian made, made by a dentist. So a lot of privacy and security has been taken care as well.
You bet. And because obviously,
I can't.
Is that okay? Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. So what we have, obviously, see, as soon as you talk with the AI, people sometimes get scared, because it's a sometimes people think it's a, obviously AI as artificial intelligence, but it's sometimes, it freak out the people and machine learning when you talk about all these technologies. And I can understand, because, someone even from my technology background, I remember when that was 20 years ago, I did this elective subject in my engineering as a AI, and now everything people talking about AI. So sometimes for a non-technical people, it freaks them out. But it's quite amazing, actually. I must share this to our viewers so they would get a bit of idea. Last night, I was actually watching this movie. Perhaps you would have watched that. It's a very trendy Netflix, My Octopus Teacher. So the guy, Craig Foster, captures this beautiful story where he followed the octopus for most of his life, for years and years. And he tracks her moments for every day, for days and months and years. Over the thought, he builds his amazing relationship through octopus. He builds this amazing relationship with his son. The point I'm trying to say here is we as a human mean to do things which matters to us in life and business.
Yes.
Right. And what AI does, in my experience, it just makes the life easy so that, we spend our time in the purpose of life, not just in a lower stuff. Right. And also things that which I want to clarify is through the AI, is that replacing the dentist or doctors? What do you reckon, Padma?
Look, this is one of the questions I get asked on a regular basis. You're trying to build a tech which is going to replace you. Look, that's not the truth. We clinicians have an opportunity right now to get involved in the process and shape the direction of the tech to work in our favor. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I was really fascinated by this report that came a few days back saying that there were more smartphones in the world than toothbrushes. I was like,
wow. Really?
I was like, definitely everybody needs toothbrushes. But imagine having those smartphones and powered with artificial intelligence, we can make care accessible, scalable, as well as more cost effective. Even a person in the most rural regional area can access care. So that was like anytime, anywhere was what was fascinating for me as well. We started working on Smilo pre-COVID. Of course, COVID hit and it, remote patient monitoring, telehealth, digital health, virtual care are all these high words right now that everybody is seeking interest in. And it made more sense because on a Monday, we were a fully functional business in March. And by Friday, none of us knew the future of dentistry. None of us knew what was going to happen to our business. And virtual care and remote patient monitoring made more sense at that time. Are we able to do the real work? But no, that's not the whole point. Dentists are really good at that. But so when we researched a lot initially, when we invested a lot of time in R&D, which we figured out what were the areas we can probably tap into to make life a lot easier, not only for the dental practitioner, but also the entire ecosystem in dentistry. Our receptionist, our dental assistants. So I wanted to make sure we have a workflow using AI that not only increases convenience for the patient, but also saves a lot of time for the entire ecosystem in a dental practice. So nobody's job is going to be replaced or anything like that, because end of the day, we have to understand it's humans you're treating. So dentistry is all about a human-centered care. Of course, there is changing trends from a clinician-centered care to a patient-centric approach, value-based care, and things like that. But end of the day, we all like face-to-face meetings. I know we are all used to the Zoom calls and all these virtual consults these days. But end of the day, when a patient walks into the practice, they do want that extra value. They do like that extra customer engagement, that 5-star, 7-star service. And right now, your front office coordinators are so busy doing your COVID pre-screening calls, rescheduling the appointments. They're all worn out right now. It's a lot of work going on. And in the dentistry workflow, it's your front office coordinator which does 4 to 6 patient point contacts than a dentist themselves. So having that information to them, making their life a lot easier was very important to me.
You bet. No, thank you, Padma. That brings a very good insight. And those viewers who are, I see that number of the viewers watching this right now. So please be assured that your job or it won't replace the dentistry or any
No, no,
doctor for sure. That's great insight.
that's not the purpose.
Mm, mm. So let's share with us a little bit about the project. If we talk about AI, the Smilo AI, and how it is as a virtual sales assistant for dental practice owners or oral health assistant for dental patients, if that's okay, Padma.
Praveen, you are a marketer, right? You know how hard it is to acquire new patients. But you and me both believe that existing database is a gold mine. Agreed?
Ah, totally. There's no doubt.
Yeah. So that is where it all started for me. So I wanted to regularly be in touch with my loyal patients. If a patient walks into the practice, what's my differentiating X factor? Everybody has a website, social media, what is that? Instagram, Facebook, all that. You are sending SMSs to the patient. But how are you actually adding value, a personalized value to your clients? And that is the whole basis for Smilo.ai. It's all about patient. It's all about that individual care. It's not anymore about information. It was more about my awareness on my oral health and how it can improve over time. It's not a generalized information thing. How would I look if I design my smile? Is there an option that I can have this conversation with my dentist? So I looked at it from a personalized approach, and Smilo combines artificial intelligence and smartphone technology to achieve that.
Sure. Now, just on that note, interesting you say that, but obviously this is a highly regulated board and there's a whole compliance attached to it. We totally understand. Now, what is without too much in detail, what is the accuracy of AI? Then how will we help the dental practitioners, Padma?
Look, I was asked this question recently at one of the meetings, and I said my AI is probably at the level of an intern or a first-year graduate right now, because we have really good accuracy rate. We have over 90% accuracy rate right now for dental decay and gum disease, which is pretty good, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, wow.
But the whole thing is, what I can see, probably the AI can see. So the AI is constantly learning, just as we dentists get better and better with experience. So I do not believe that you need to solely be dependent on AI. AI can be a great awareness tool, a great identification tool, a conversation starter for you with your patients. But I don't think, you need to be totally dependent on it. You can save time. With everything that AI does, with intraoral photos, with annotations, building that repo and things like that. But dentists will still be involved. It will make dentists more powerful because you become the validator. That's how I see it.
You bet. And as you know, or someone like me, obviously, I spent almost 20 years in technology, seeing the technology from HTML when I used to program and, a long time ago. And as you're right, because back then even the internet was on a very infancy state. No one would thought that bank would be closed, all the branches would be closed, and we would all be doing internet. So back that 15 years time, no one would have imagined. So it's the same way, obviously every technology will take some time to get matured. And here we're talking about AIs because we are feeding the information, feeding the knowledge, feeding the experts ideas, and building that system. That's awesome, Padma. I'm conscious with the time now. Let's make it very easy. Those viewers who are watching this right now, they might be thinking, look, I will go ahead with the technology. I want to try. I want to learn more. That's fine. But some of them, they might be thinking, look, not there yet. Yes, they are open to it, so they want to learn. But right now, if they want to know a little bit about dentistry, because you have been in dentistry for a number of years, not only you have number of multiple practices, but also you're very involved. I can see that. So what is your top 3 tips on how dental practice or owners, dentists, can embrace these kinds of technologies to make the process right and effective for the near future, Padma?
Firstly, I'd like to say that AI is here and AI is here to stay. So you don't want to become a blockbuster. you want to become the next Netflix. So embracing change and embracing change post-COVID is very, very important because a lot of consumer behaviors have changed. My second tip would be the real value of your business is in your existing client base. There's a lot of missed opportunities in there. This will add extra value, an extra set of eyes, regular monitoring of your patients. Your patients are going to love it. You'll see a huge number of patients walking in through your door more often. So it's going to improve your profitability and productivity. Thirdly, it's all about in the post-COVID world. We can't be talking about what happened pre-COVID or during COVID. We are talking about a post-COVID world now. So if you are in a level of, survival, about being sustainable in the business or even scaling in the business, AI will not only be cost efficient for you, but it will help you grow faster. It will make that entire workflow, the digital flow, seamless for you. So though, it's there, it's coming more and more, it will be involved in our work processes more and more. Embracing change right now and adopting it is very, very important and critical.
You bet.
And get involved.
Yes.
Involved.
Get involved, and obviously in different capacity, because we don't know what we don't know. Simple as that, isn't it? We don't expect to know everything, and that's where, as long as you are open to the ideas, open to learn, that's the key here.
Look, another thing, Praveen, I always get told, "Oh, Padma, we were thinking about it," and I keep telling them, if you were thinking about something in innovation space, please come and contact us. We need like-minded people like you on our team. Our team is constantly growing and expanding, not just in Australia but in other countries as well. So if you have any questions about how AI works, if you have questions about how it fits your practice, we are happy to answer your questions. And please leave us an email on info@smilo.ai.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Padma. Now, the dentist or the practice owner who are watching this right now from different channels, I see the number of the viewers here. So if they want to know more, what is the best way, Padma?
You can follow us on our social media pages, smilo.ai. You can email us on info@smilo.ai. We do have a website as well, www.smilo.ai. You can even leave me a message personally on my LinkedIn, my Facebook or Instagram as well. We are here to help and we are here to grow with you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Padma. It's been really great to have that insight, and I know you're super busy there, but thank you for the insight, and you've been a great inspiration for not just overall entrepreneurs, but as a woman entrepreneurs and achieving so many things. We are so proud of you. Good on you.
It's not about me, Praveen. It's the purpose. Imagine that child in rural Africa who has never been to the dentist, and he can see what's going on in his mouth and take care about it, and then talk to a dentist and make that care accessible for him. That's the one thing that keeps me, making me wake up every morning.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. Thank you so much, Padma. Thank you so much. Beautiful. I hope, guys, you have enjoyed this episode. So, by the way, if you are a healthcare workers, and obviously the timing is COVID and situation is very different, shout out to all our amazing healthcare workers, including dental, medical, and allied health, because we're living in a very interesting time. And by the way, if you also know any of the healthcare friends who are working on some disruptive ideas or technologies in healthcare, whether that may be medical, dental, or allied health, I would love to hear from them. And obviously, I would love to invite them in my episodes, in future episodes. So again, thank you so much for the watching. And if you like this episode, feel free to give a thumbs up, comments, and share it. Thanks for your feedback, and we'll see you in the next one.